Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of EFED Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an EFED Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the higher.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk Podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? So, on the urge of, well, first, let me give thanks to everybody who watched, reviewed, shared, and liked. Friday was a year. Friday was a year of me doing the podcast, and it's something I love doing. Something I look forward to doing. When I can. It's something I should have been doing a long time ago. So I want to say thank you to that first, and let's get to it. So Saturday was Survivor Series, WarGames, and for me, it was a good show. For me, I enjoyed WarGames. I enjoyed everything about WarGames. I enjoyed the surprise I got when Shinsuke Nakamura won the United States title. So I didn't see it coming, but then I thought about it. I thought about it, and he should have won. Now, whether we feel like Carmelo Hayes or Andrade should have won instead. Okay. I can see that. Okay, I can see that because they deserve it more. And then you got some people who was mad that LA Knight lost. But without me being biased, right? Without me being biased and feeling, because I'm not the biggest LA Knight fan, because he's just a combination of The Rock and Stone Cold, which I'm not a fan of either one of those. Alright? But without me being biased towards that, right? And looking at it like this, he's a better chaser for the belt than actually having the belt. And you can say that for a lot of face guys, but him in particular. And then let me say this about him, right? That makes more sense than anything. There was no one else for him to fight. Now, let me also say this about him, that have you back him a little, right? On the mic, there was no one he didn't have that guy besides Logan Paul, right? Right? Like he didn't have that guy to go back and forth with on the mic for his title run. And whether that's not, I mean, and that's not his fault. That's Triple H's fault. All right? Like because when you look at SmackDown, there's no one on the mic good as him that's in the mid card division. All right, because KO, I'm not saying in the company, and I'm not even saying the whole SmackDown division because you got Cody, he got Cody and you got KO, who are better than him on the mic, um, and maybe Randy. All right, but all these guys are faces like he is. Well, Kevin's not, but Kevin Owens is high up on the card. You know. So LA Knight being a face hurts him because of fact there's no one that's a heel that can go toe to toe with him. Now, LA Knight can probably win the IC title. I mean, not the IC title, the United States title back. You know, like there's nothing wrong with that. But now, what I will say about Shinsuke. Now, I've only seen 2 matches. He's only had 2 matches recently. Alright? What I do like, he's using the the ring to his advantage. Like, Friday, he used the TurnBuckle, the sports TurnBuckle, to his advantage. Alright? And it looked like it was a mistake or he didn't mean to do it. Alright? Then he used the WarGames metal plate on the floor or on the mat to get the win. Because he pretty much DDT'd LA Knight on the steel plate on the mat, and then he finishes with and then he uses finishing move, which I like that because he's using it he's using it to his advantage. You know, so I enjoyed Shinsuke winning. Now, where do we go from here? With Shinsuke, alright? Like the LA Knight thing is whatever. Alright, I mean to me it is because I got people telling me that okay. So I said I wasn't going to be biased, but I got people saying that they were. I mean, mad, and he better win the Royal Rumble. No, like this ain't okay. He uses. I mean, like this ain't. He lost the United States title, so now give him the world title opportunity. Like, y'all gotta give this shit time. You know, I mean, if you want to look at it as you know, oh, they only gave him the United States title to shut people up about him losing these war title opportunities. Okay, but he wasn't going to win these in the first place. Like he wasn't going to beat Roman. Like he wasn't going to beat Roman. Like that's like the CM Punk versus Ryback. Ryback was never going to beat CM Punk back in the day. It's just they were in the corner, and Ryback or LA, they had to lose. They had to eat that pin. All right, and then the charity case was Ryback winning the IC title at one point, and then LA won the United States title, and then he had a decent run. It's just like he was gonna lose eventually, right? And that's just me being completely honest about the situation. That doesn't mean he's supposed to win the Royal Rumble. Like there's better choices to win the Royal Rumble. Well, I get into Russell Reed in a minute, but and I won't even say who, but what's next? What's next for LA Knight? Does he win it? Does he win the United States title back? Does that happen? Hmm? Because, like, I want to say this helps Shinsuke, but he's in the same boat that he was before he became a jobber. Because this is his third time winning the United States title. Alright? His third or second time winning the United States title. And he's won the IC title. So we just put him back at the mid card, which, okay. But, you know, like, I can tell you, Shinsuke should have won against AJ one of these times. Alright? To be world champion. And he would have been a Triple Challenge champion again. Alright, because he's already won the tag. He's already won the United States title once before. He's already been the IC champion. The only thing missing is one of these war titles. A war title or the WWE title. One of them. You know? So, but I'm convinced he should have won against AJ. One of these times. Well, he fought AJ like 3 times. Like, okay, and then he was never going to beat Cody. Right? So, there's that. Alright, like, with the belt or whatever, he was never going to beat Cody. Alright? So, but now we got him back at a level, at the level he was before he started jobbing at people. Right? And everybody lost hope. Everybody lost hope with him. You know, well, not hope, but just lost confidence in him. And he became a jobber then. Alright? So, then he went 7 months without being seen. I mean, seen on like wrestling or just being seen on TV. So he was still doing dark matches and he was still doing stuff overseas, you know. And he was even at UFC a couple months ago. So he was seen, he just wasn't being used. Then he's being used now. And the interest alone made me want him to win on Saturday. You know. But I'm happy for Shinsuke. Like, I really am. Now, how long this IC title run, not IC title, I'm sorry. How long this United States title run goes, who knows? Like, what, LNA had it for 100 and something days? Just to beat that? Now, I'm on record saying, you don't gotta go a whole year. A whole year as being champ. You know? Like you can go 6 months, you can go 4 months, you can go 3 months. Alright, it all depends on how strong they make you be. It all depends on that because Jay was IC champion for what? A month? A month, and then he lost it, and he wasn't a bad IC champion. You know, he wasn't. It wasn't meant for him to have it that long. Right? It's more about story sometimes than anything. Like, Jay won it and he lost it because of the fact that he wasn't supposed to. In all reality, it was just to shut people up. His daddy. Alright? You know, is this the last time Jay's gonna win a single title? No. Like, that, it was proven that wasn't going to happen Saturday. When Jay got the last entrance for his team. He came out last. Rowan didn't come out last. Jay came out last. And wasn't he was it? Oh, well, he started. Exactly. He started it. He started the fucking match. Like him getting his solo entrance and it being last should tell you everything how you feel about Jay. It should tell you everything how they feel about Jay. But but again, this is how flaky people are when it comes to certain shit. Alright? Because the same people that were mad that LA Knight lost are the same fucking people who was mad that Ron Breakker retained the IC title. There was no fucking way Ron Breakker was gonna lose on Saturday. He just got that bitch back. Right? Like he just got the IC title back. There was no fucking way he was losing the IC title that night. I don't care who was in that match. I don't care what Sheamus needs to win. I don't give a flying fuck what he needs to win. But it wasn't going to be that night. Right, and Sheamus got pinned, so maybe I can feel mad about that, be mad about that with y'all, but I'm not mad that Sheamus didn't win the IC title last night. I mean Saturday. I'm not mad about that, like at all. Right, like I get it. Y'all wanted to see him win, and then they protected Kaiser over Sheamus. It is what it is. Like it is what it is with that shit. Like they see something in Kaiser that they want to protect. They want to say that Kaiser didn't lose that match, and Sheamus lost that match. That's what they want to see. That's what they want, right? Right? And there's nothing wrong with that because Kaiser is the future. Like, I dare say Kaiser is the future, a future IC title holder. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on Sheamus because I like Sheamus. Alright? And he, like he said, he gives bangers after bangers after bangers. Like he does. Now I will say this. Though about so him losing Saturday and getting pinned makes me even more feel like he shouldn't have been beat Pete Dunne these times they fought. Alright, we should have just put over Pete Dunne even more of a reason to put over Pete Dunne. Alright, because him not winning the IC title and him getting pinned hurts Pete Dunne in his matches even more because you wasn't going to put a belt on Sheamus. Alright, after these wins, so why let Pete Dunne eat these losses to Sheamus then? My only gripe. That is my only gripe about that situation. Like why have Pete Dunne eat these losses to Sheamus if you're not going to put a belt on? That is it. But probably the best match on the card was that fatal 3-way. Probably the best match on the card. Now, let me get into something I seen on Facebook and her and Twitter and YouTube that people complained about. So we complaining about the weapons being used in WarGames. Mainly the women's. Mainly the women. Because the guys, even though they had chairs and they had a table and stuff, okay. The women. Alright, so people were complaining about every time somebody came to the ring, they brought a weapon. Now, when it's one-on-one, I hear you. That shouldn't be no weapons being rocked. You get in that fight. Even when it's 2-on-2, I hear you. Alright? But when it's 3-on-2 or 4-on-2 or when you get there and it's 4-on-1. Alright? Or when you get there it's 5-on-1 when you come in there. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Just go in there and get beat and get fucked up and get beat up and get beat down? No, you get a fucking weapon. You bring handcuffs, you bring a chain, a bat, a chair, something, so you can get in the fucking ring and start swinging. All right, so all this. The cage is the weapon. No, the cage is just fucking there. What's more important in WarGames is more of the ring, the two rings than the fucking cage, right? Yeah, the cage is there, but the cage is just there to be there. It ain't really a fucking weapon, right? Like it's not. And I kept hearing this shit, right? And that's not really true. Alright, and then we gotta go back to the old days when people saying that, oh, back in the old days, it wasn't all this weapon. Okay. Yeah, back in the old days we didn't have all these flicky plans either. Alright? So like it is what it is though. Like I enjoyed the women's war games and I enjoyed the men's war games. I enjoyed the men's war games more because the women's war games was all jumping together. Yeah, like it really wasn't a story, because they didn't know what they were going to do at first, because they didn't know if they were going to use Rhea to be in war games or not, because of her eye. All right, so there's that. But I enjoyed both. I enjoyed the stories now in these war games now, and maybe I can understand this more now if we didn't use the table or these spots that happened at war games. We wouldn't have certain people hurt right now. So Bronson Reed and Jimmy Uso got hurt on Saturday. Don't know how long Jimmy's out for. And like he said he broke his toe. Right? So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be out for a minute. Okay? Bronson Reed broke his ankle. Like he shattered his ankle. Alright, he was in a walking boot and everything. Alright, and so like he still gotta get an MRI and see how bad it is. So there's that too. So the Jimmy thing is more of a the Bronson Reed thing is more of a problem than the Jimmy thing. Story wise, the Jimmy thing is more of a problem. Because story wise, you need Jimmy for the bloodline. Now, that doesn't mean you need him to wrestle. No, that doesn't mean that. Alright? But you need him to be in the storyline more. Now, they might write him off Friday. Who knows? Or today, they may write him off. Alright? The Bronson Reed thing is more of a factor because of the fact that he's one of your young stars. Upcoming stars. Right? And you need him around. Alright? And he's been putting up these good matches. He's been developing well. He's been there. It's something you didn't have 2 months ago. Right? Like, you didn't have this monster that you have now. You didn't have this monster that can work up shop in a matter of like that. Like, come into the ring and take out Sheamus, Seth, and who else was it? Who am I missing? Sheamus, Seth, and Damian Priest, all in a matter of 2 minutes, and just wreck that whole matchup. Would have been Dom too, but Dom wasn't a factor in that. Like Dom was hiding. So like to do stuff like that, right? Or to take out Seth Rollins in a blink of an eye. You didn't have that 2 months ago. Like Bronson Reed made a name for himself in a short matter of months. Now that he was missing now. You know, like developing is important here. Now he's hurt. Like he's hurt. Like he was like I said, he's in a walking boot. Jimmy, I don't want to slight Jimmy and say he doesn't matter, because he does matter. He does. He's very important to the Bloodline story. Again, that doesn't mean he has to wrestle. Unless they got something planned for Jimmy to wrestle, him and Jay wrestle, the Tama brothers, then they don't need Jimmy to wrestle. He just needs to be part of the Bloodline story going forward, so he can be around and just not wrestle. Or a broken toe can be fixed. Not fixed as in he can heal from it. Nah, they can just tape that bitch up and put him in a special boot and he can wrestle. Alright, now, how? Again, this is not me taking shots at Jimmy or Jay. Alright? Their movesets don't need a whole lot of stuff to happen here. Right? They super kick people. Now, but we'll see. All I know, the toe is broken. Because they said it. Now both of these happens on going up top to the cage and jumping off. Both of these spots happened when this happened. Now Russell Reed situation happened worse because he jumped off and he went to a table and he fucked up his ankle that way. I don't know how Jimmy fucked up his toe by coming off that spot, but he did. So daggone. I mean, they're not going to be 100% no time soon. All right, so there's that. All right, so and let me say this: people who saying the cage is the weapon. There we go. Alright, because they use a cage. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Jimmy went to a table too. He did. He went out the top rope and he put Jacob to a table. Which, again, now, the whole Jacob thing. I need people to understand something here. Jacob is a beast. And the only way you taking him out is if he goes to a table. It is the second time that he's been to a table to take him out. The last time they took him out, it was Cody moving out the way, and he went to the announce table. Alright? And this time they had to put him through the table, and Jimmy had to go out. Jimmy had to go off the cage into the table with him to take him out. Now, what I thought was going to happen is that after Solo them lost, I thought Jacob and the Tonga brothers were going to turn on Solo, which that could still happen on Friday because it's not over. It's not over. It's not even over when Roman fights Solo. It's not, because you still got Roman versus Jacob, and you still got Roman versus The Rock, because The Rock is pulling these strings here. The Rock's pulling these strings here. More than anything, The Rock's pulling these strings here. Alright? It's more him than anything. Now, let me go back to the women's WarGames. So Bianca them won, which is cool. Now we need to find out who took out Jade. Okay. Now, some of this shit for the people who saying it should be Bianca, right? It's not Bianca. It don't make sense for it to be Bianca, alright? Because Bianca, if it's Bianca, that means Bianca cost herself the United States title tournament, alright? It can't be Bianca. It has to be Naomi or Bailey. All right, it has to be one. It has to be one of those, or it has to be somebody that we don't didn't see it coming from. All right, but it can't be Bianca. All right, as much as people want her to be a heel, it can't be her. All right, yeah, because if it's her, it means she cost herself the United States title picture, contender. Okay. Now, whether you wanna say, nah, um, Jay can get mad at Bianca because she hesitated completely. I can see that more than anything else, right? And how that fruit to get jump started. But but to get this fruit jump started by saying it was Bianca, it's not it. It's not it. This is not it. Right? And then people want to say that, oh, it's the E. No, 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 no. See, that logic is the Vince logic. Stop thinking that way. Stop thinking that way. We're in a different environment of the WWE when stories matter more than anything else. Stories matter more than wins and losses. Story matters more than title wins. Story matters more than anything else right now. Okay? So stop thinking that way. Stop thinking we in the Vince era. Alright? Alright? It can't be Bianca. Like it can't. And no ship or fashion it can be Bianca behind this. Because she was in when it happened, she was in a United States tournament, alright, in a match. Alright? So if it was Bianca, that means she cost herself the fucking match. Of her own. So think about that shit. Think about it. Like, stop trying to force shit. Stop trying to think too much into this shit when you don't have to. Alright? It can't be Bianca. Like it can't. It's either Naomi or Bailey. Right? And then I damn near want to say it's Naomi. Alright? Because she's gonna win the tournament. In my opinion. She's gonna win it. As bad as I wanted it to be Chelsea Green, it's not. Alright? She won't be the first winner. It's gonna be Naomi. Alright? And Naomi's gonna put herself out there as the one who did it. Alright? It's too much shit. It's too much shit going on with Naomi for it not to be. It was her birthday Saturday. Happy birthday, Naomi. Alright? It's her. It's her. Alright? I wanted to be listen, we're still gonna, and we don't even know if Jay's really hurt. Right? Because I thought about what if, no, not what if. It looked like they ripped her off TV with his injury. But I don't want to be quoted as saying she hurt for real and don't know. Because that woman, they say she's hurt and they rip her off TV. Then another minute they say that she's not hurt and it's part of the story. So this is a wait and see situation here. But again, this is not to say, oh, Bianca did it, because we don't know if she did it or not. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Bianca did it. No, I want Bianca to do it so she can get back into the title pictures. What she cost herself is just her. Right? Think about that shit. Don't force something because you gotta want Bianca to be a heel. You gotta want Bianca to get back in the title pit. A lot of this shit, you just gotta wait and see. Alright? And go from there. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Um, Again, thank you for listening to my podcast for a whole year. I should be at 100 pretty soon. Episodes, I should have been there, but that's on me. But uh, thank you, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch New Breed. We just had a pay per view. We just had another episode too, and we should have more coming out. This is the Higher Gun. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch EFED in general. This is the Higher Gun. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.